unajua mimi nataka elewa, mimi nina maswali mama, ulinitoa wapi mama yangu?
Mwanangu, Mungu anakupenda, mwanangu, Mungu anakujali, wewe ni mfano wa Mola. Angalia yale Mola anasema juu yako.
Mola anasema nini wewe?
Anasema we ni mfano wake.
Mola anasema nini wewe?
Anasema nakupenda.
Mola anasema nini wewe?
Anasema nakujali.
Mola anasema nini wewe?
Anasema we ni wake.
Mama wananicheka cheka, mama wananisema sema, maumbile yangu tofauti, ulinitoa wapi mama yangu?
Mwanangu, Mungu anakupenda, mwanangu, Mungu anakujali.
Good evening, I'm Jeff Koinange, and this is Jeff Koinange live at the Villa Rosa Kempinski. The words of Angel Wanjiru asking her mother in Swahili, where did I come from? That's the essence of that word. And the story you're about to hear is mind-blowing, heart-wrenching. But I tell you, it's a mother's love at the end of the day. Angel Wanjiru, born 12 years ago. And the minute she was born, her mother knew there was something wrong. Later on, the doctors told her she had something known as congenital hydrocephalus. Yes, I learned that word today. Google it. But I'll save you that. It means having water inside your head. And as a child with soft heads, we all know this, the head swells up when it's filled with water. That's what happened to little Angel. She went through numerous operations after that. You'll hear the story. And in the end, I tell you, what a story. Her mother had to take all the way to Kampala for her last surgery. A few years later, she attended her first day at school after being rejected over and over by numerous schools across the city. Finally, Loreto Convent Valley Road accepted her. She's been there for the last 8 years, still going strong. She loves music, as you heard. She loves sports. She wants to be a gospel musician when she grows up. How about that? Our hashtag tonight, overcoming odds. Angel's mother's name is Anne Ngoge. Many of you remember her. 12 years working at KTN and several months, many months, at K24 after that. So she's a broadcaster by profession. Yes, Swalim Doyle, you know her as Nimrod, and all you guys, you worked with her. She's a powerhouse on her own. By the way, she has 3 other children as we speak, believe it or not. Yes, and all of them are, for lack of a better word, normal. None of them were born with congenital hydrocephalus. What a word. Start tweeting at Anne Ngoge, Anne without an E, at Koinange Jeff. Hashtag, like I said, overcoming odds. Angel, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
How are you doing?
Good.
Speak very well.
Thank you.
And
hi.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for agreeing to come.
Yes, Jeff.
What a story.
Yes.
What a story. Let me start with you, Angel, since it's a little chilly tonight. You know, there was a solar eclipse, so it's a little chilly, right?
Yeah.
So, do you feel normal?
Yeah, I feel normal. I'm just like a normal girl. And, you know, when I'm being laughed at, I just ask myself, why me?
Do they laugh at you?
Yes.
A lot?
Okay. Sometimes, no.
And we always say children are innocent, right? You know, when children see something, they're innocent, so they don't really know why they're doing things, but they laugh at you.
Yes.
What do you tell them? Do you ignore them? Do you talk back? What do you do?
I just keep quiet and just let them just laugh, and let they know that I'm just a child like them. It's just that my head is big.
Do you cry?
No.
You don't cry?
Yes.
Did you used to?
Okay. When I'm being laughed at?
Yes. You never did.
Yes.
You're a tough cookie.
Yes.
She's a tough little girl, isn't she?
She is.
Did you know, Anne? I said in the beginning, you know, because you went through something called, what's that thing?
Epidural.
Epidural.
Yes.
They stuck a needle in your spine
yes, yes.
to numb you.
Yes.
And then they removed the child.
Yes.
And what happened?
They removed the child, and you know, when you're lying, there is a big mirror on top of you. You know that mirror?
Yeah, you're looking up.
Yeah, so I'm looking up, I'm seeing my stomach, but they don't know. I'm seeing it all, I'm seeing blood all over. So they remove this kid, and then the kid does not cry. So when the kid did not cry, and because this was my first child, and I expected her to cry, and then the doctors went quiet after like 30 seconds, that's when she cried, then I knew something was wrong. So after she cried, I was left, she was separated from me, and they took her to the nursery. And for me, sewed up together, and you know, you just black out. I don't know normally what happens, but you black out and you start coming around maybe after like 10 hours.
Yeah.
So within those 10 hours, I was thinking it was a dream, but it was not a dream. Something was telling me inside, there's something wrong with that kid. You know, inside, and I've not yet woken up. I'm still in that daze. And when I'm opening my eyes, I see a man wearing some blue uniform with a green, something wrapped on a green shawl, and it's my daughter. Because when I gave birth to my first, to her, I didn't go to a very, like, what you call like a very big hospital. It was just a normal hospital at St. Mary's. So your baby has to be brought to you because you have to be with the baby. So now I see him coming with the baby, and then he just comes and places the baby next to me. Remember, I still have wounds and everything,
yes,
so I have to move.
Sore.
Yeah, I have to move for the baby, struggle and move so that we fit. So immediately I looked at her. I saw the forehead was bigger than the forehead was bigger than her face.
Yeah.
And I knew something was wrong, and I started crying, and nobody was telling me anything.
They wouldn't explain to you.
Now that time, you see, it's immediately after I've given birth. So I can't wake up. I'm still tied up because I still had this stuff for going to the washroom. I'm tied up, so I can't move. But I'm seeing this baby is not okay, and she's not crying. She's just very calm. So after some time, that's when the doctor came, and the doctor told me that, Anne, your baby has a condition known as congenital hydrocephalus. Just as you have said, that word was very foreign to me.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is this?
Correct.
And this is my first child. So I'm left there. Then my family came. So they found me, I'm crying a lot. My dad came, my mom came, everybody came. And people, you can't hide body language. You know, Jeff, there's a way you can show me something.
Yeah.
And then I'm telling you, it's good, but your body is telling me something different. So I'm telling them, look at this angel, something is wrong. And everybody said, no, there's nothing wrong. I'm telling them something is wrong. And so from there, it became a journey, because Angel, actually, from that day when we went home, we were told after 1 week we have to go and see a specialist who is a neurosurgeon. Yeah, so that he can actually tell us what to do, because now that...
And the head was swelling at that point?
It was swelling.
Yeah.
So the only thing...
So the water was still accumulating?
It was accumulating at a very high rate because she's a kid. And then she was always at the forehead here. She was always very hot. Like, warm.
Would she cry?
Yeah, she would cry a lot at night. She would really, really cry at night.
Yeah.
And I would not sleep. I remember most of her times when she was young, I used to have Vaseline. I used to keep applying Vaseline on her head, crying and praying and
because
hoping that...
hot.
No, hoping that way...
Oh, it would go back
Yeah, see, because you know how women, we are told you shape the...
Vaseline.
Yeah, so I used to think it's going to heal, but it didn't. Until we went to the neurosurgeon, he's called a neurologist, the guys of the experts of the head.
Yeah, neurosurgeon.
Yeah, and he told us that Angel has to undergo an operation, and it has to be immediate.
Because the water's accumulating.
Yeah, it's accumulating, and so he gave us the dangers of her not doing it, and the worst was it was fatal.
Yeah.
You understand?
She would have died.
She would have died because the water is accumulating, so it's affecting most of our organs. Remember, the head is everything. The head is your machine. So we had to do it. That time we had the insurance. I was lucky I had the insurance. So we go to Mater Hospital. She's 3 weeks now. She's entered 3 weeks. We go to Mater Hospital, checked in. And now Angel is supposed to go through an operation. So she went there, she did the operation, they inserted her. If you look at,
Yes,
if
I
you
see
look
some
at
scars.
yeah, there are some scars.
Yeah.
She was the first one. She was inserted on this side. It's a shunt. It was inserted from here, so that it removes water here. It comes all the way, takes it through the urethra. You understand?
Yeah.
So that now at least it can assist her.
drain.
It can drain the water. But it just lasted for 2 weeks. 2 or 3 weeks. I started noticing she started crying again and getting hot, and then
And the swelling.
and the swelling is because I was given, the tape measure. You're given a tape measure to measure,
Yes.
so you have to write every day. So when she was born, she was at 49 centimeters.
The head.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's still abnormal because even yours or mine, it's not 49.
Okay. What's normal?
I think normal could be like 40.
Okay.
Around there.
Yep.
So now I measure from 49. By the time she's going for her third operation, she's almost at 52 centimeters. 56, going to 56, going to 60. Every day it's growing. It's
Okay.
getting worse.
Okay, so fast forward. Mata didn't work. You took her
Yeah.
to Kenyatta.
Yeah.
That didn't work.
Yeah, that
Same
did-
thing. They're pricking her head all
Yeah,
over the place.
yeah.
And then someone tells you to go to Kijabe. Or no,
No,
you're
I-
reading news.
Yeah, I was reading news. I was at the newsroom. So just seated on those cubicles at the newsroom, I just saw some drawings of this kind of heads, the condition now, and it got my attention. So I took the paper, I read it. It's written Kijabe Hospital. They're doing free operations for kids who are suffering from congenital hydrocephalus. So I thought this has to be it. I mean, God has just brought me what I need, because I had decided she's not going to Kenyatta or any other hospital, because where else would they have put that shunt, Jeff? They put one here, they put one here. The other one would have ended up being put at the back. And then what if it refuses? So, and she's three months. So I just decided, let me go to Kijabe. So we went to, I remember my friend drove me to Kijabe, and we met a doctor called Dr. Bedford. He looked at Angel. It was bad. He just told us, you guys have to go to Cure Hospital in Uganda, where she's going to undergo an operation called, I can't remember the name. It's also a very big word, yeah? But it was going to be a permanent operation whereby a hole was going to be dug at the end of her brain, a hole, and they use a camera to do that. So they're going to just do a very small hole there, and it's going to be draining the water. So we had to stay in Uganda for 1 month.
And you mentioned you got on a bus with Angel.
Yeah, we got Kampala coach or something, yeah.
Drove the 10 hours.
Yes.
How old is Angel then?
She's now almost six.
Is she crying along
6
the way?
weeks.
Is she uncomfortable?
Yeah, she was crying. But the other thing I want to tell you is that during that time, I remember I didn't take her a passport. You understand? Because also there were issues surrounding, also her birth certificate was not out, you see. So, and this was something that I was supposed to do immediately. So when we reached the border, I had to leave her in the bus. I had to leave her and go and cross the border, because the other thing, there was this story of, sorry to say this, there was a story of Dea and the kids and everything.
Yes.
So I just left her in the bus and just hoped that the bus will cross, we'll meet the other side. And that's what I did. I went, they stopped, I just had to do that.
You
Jeff.
did not.
Yes, I left her in the bus, but I was supposed to, because the driver had told
Angel,
me
you
to.
hear that? She left you in the bus.
But she didn't know. But it was the love I had for her, Jeff.
And the bus crossed over.
Yeah, and then I got in the bus and she was still there because she was young.
My
Yeah,
God.
yeah. And then we went, and by around 6 we were in Cure. We went there. The doctors saw her like this. They started removing water. You know the needle? They started removing water from here because it was swollen. It was almost bursting.
Oh my goodness.
Hers was now a thing that they had to
It was
deal
critical.
with. Yeah, it was critical. So she had to heal because she had infection because of the shunt. After removing the shunt, we stayed for 3 more weeks. So in that hospital, we stayed for one month.
And after that, did they drain all the water?
They drained the water. The infection was over. Then they did the operation. But the operation took like the whole day. I remember when they got her in the morning at around 6. And Angel was not back even. I was alone. You know, in Mbale, I saw women. Some women even, they come with children inside the basket. Just the head.
What do you mean?
Yeah, a lady has come with her child because the head is big. I'm looking for something to, the head is big like that. You know, the flower.
Plant.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's so now, and the body is small, so the baby has to come with a basket. I saw Angel's case. Even the women used to tell me hers is not bad. So it gave me hope. It gave me hope, and that's the resolve to push on with this issue of Angel came from what I saw from those mothers, because we used to pray every evening, and some kids would die there. They would die. Women have come from all over Africa, because Cure International Hospital, I believe, is the only hospital in Eastern and Central Africa
that deals with congenital.
Yeah, and they are exact, and it works.
Are you listening to this?
Yeah.
Are you listening to your story?
Yeah.
Goodness. You're a survivor, aren't you? Huh? Your very first day in school. What was that like?
It was, at the first day at school.
Yes. Is it tough?
Okay. Yeah, tough and challenging. Yeah.
Did you want to not go back there after that first day?
Yeah.
You felt that it's not a friendly place?
Yeah, it's not a friendly place, because if I would be there, I wouldn't be accepted by other teachers or pupils. Because if I would be there, teachers and pupils would be like, no, we don't need you here, just go. So yeah.
What changed? Were the teachers nice in the end?
Yeah. Yes.
But the kids kept laughing.
Yeah.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Singer.
Why?
Because I love listening to gospel music.
You do?
Yes.
Did you ever ask your mother, how come you're not like other children? Did you ever ask her?
Yeah, I normally ask her. I tell her, Mom, why am I not like other children? Just like, you don't worry, just accept yourself the way you are, and the minute you accept yourself the way you are, God will reward you.
Amen.
Yeah.
And that's how you feel?
Yes.
You feel you're special?
Yes.
Do you blame your mother for anything?
No.
Do you blame God? Or do you ask him once in a while, what's up?
Yeah, I ask him, why me? Why am I like this? Why am I like other children? Being laughed at is not good at all. It's bad. Yeah.
And when people ask you, do you know this term? I learned this term today. Congenital hydrocephalus. Have you learned to know the word, the term, the phrase?
Hydro, which means water. And cephalus, which means head.
Correct. Water in the head.
Yes.
Do you explain to people what? Because I hear you're a motivational speaker.
Yeah.
Huh? Who do you speak to? Kids, grown-ups?
Yeah, kids, grown-ups. Yeah.
What do you tell them? You walk into a room, what do you tell them?
I tell them they should take heart. They should not be discouraged. They should, everything they do, they keep God first, because if you do anything that you do, if you don't put God first, He shall not reward you. But if you do anything, you put God first.
You're 12 years old. What do you know about God?
He's my personal savior. I love Him. Yeah.
Who inspires you?
My mom.
Yeah.
And also, yeah.
I hear you're a big fan of Ruben Kigame.
Yeah.
You're a big fan.
Yeah.
He was on the show not too long ago. Great guy, Ruben. Great guy.
And he recorded the song.
With her together?
He's the one who recorded this. We recorded at the Still Waters.
Is that right?
He has a studio here in Nairobi called the Still Waters Production.
Right.
And he did the audio.
Come on.
And it's something that we talked a long time ago with him. When I did an interview a long time with him.
Yeah.
And I could tell him, Ruben, I can sing. Or I would want to pursue, I feel like I can sing.
Do you know any of his songs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
Mshukuruni Bwana kwa kuwa ni mwema, kwa maana fadhili zake ni za milele.
You got a voice and a half, don't you?
Thank you.
Goodness. It's coming right from here, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Coming back to school.
Yes.
You searched for many schools for her, didn't you?
Oh yes, I did. It was she was 5 years old now. No, going to 6.
Yeah.
And it was a problem for her to go to standard 1 because when I go with her and everything, they look and they have their own reservations, and they will tell me once they tell you go and bring the medical report.
So you take her to the school.
Yeah.
They would look at her.
Yeah.
And do what? And reject her or say
I just
sorry?
say you bring the medical results
Yes.
report.
Okay.
So why would you, if you want your kid admitted, why would somebody ask for a medical report?
Maybe they're not sure. Maybe they don't understand.
Yes, they don't understand. So that means maybe it was told to me in a way that it was not no on
Yeah.
your face,
Yeah.
but you will understand that language.
Yeah.
So when I went to Loreto, I actually thought hard, and because I have really followed about Loreto and really concerning their how they do their education. They are really more grounded in spirituality and in character building. And for me that is more important than having education. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
It's better my kid to have good character, being well spiritual grounded,
Sure.
than to be intelligent and she has nothing else apart from that.
Absolutely.
So when I went there, they didn't even have a problem. Actually, they didn't have a problem because now she had to go back to baby class. You understand?
Yes.
But I was okay with that. And since then, it's a long time ago, 8 years ago,
Yeah.
she's been there.
They like her?
They do like her a lot. Angel is the one who leads most of the prayers. She leads most of
Is
the
that right?
hymns.
Yeah?
Yeah, she knows all these prayers that the Loreto schools, how
Yes,
they do the
it's
prayers.
very Catholic.
She knows them all, and
Really?
yet she's not a Catholic, but
Right.
she knows them all.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do
So
you know the prayer of St. Francis?
St. Francis.
Yeah.
No.
Lord, make me an instrument of your peace, where there is hatred, let me so love.
which one do you know?
The one that
All right, think of your prayer. We're going to take a break. I don't know if we're going to go to that video. What's it called again?
Nataka Jua.
Nataka Jua, right?
Yes, yes,
I think we're going to play that video. We're going to go to break, come back, talk some more, okay?
All right,
okay.
All right, keep tweeting at Angoge, at Koinange Jeff, the hashtag overcoming odds. If you know somebody who has a child who is like Angel, who suffers from a condition known as congenital hydrocephalus, you need not hide them in the closet. Look at them, they're out here and they look fantastic, gorgeous, and living full lives. Remember that. Angel is one such example. Think about it. You may know someone. Spread the word. Let them know. Watch the show, because it's a show for you. Jeff Koinange live at the Villa Rosa Kempinski takes a break. We'll be back in a moment.